This is part two of liquor store stories about my coworkers. It's mainly just the most awful thing about working at the liquor store, or at least where I worked at. The customers were fine. My boss was also pretty lazy, but pretty fine as well. And you couldn't get a raise all that much, although I technically did. I'll probably talk about that. And the only awful thing was just my coworkers. They're all lazy. And this is part two. If y'all want to go watch part one, that'd be nice. Thank you all for watching part one, by the way. It made my day. Hopefully the audio quality in this video is a bit better. I noticed that the audio quality in last video was pretty bad. I'm sorry for that. I just realized I have a accent, and I didn't know about that. And I also have a speech impediment. So if I don't pronounce anything uh, too well just now, it's probably due to that. The other thing I want to talk about my coworkers is during the holidays. One of my coworkers, they were at least nice enough to bring in their decorations for Christmas mainly. Where this is a small place, so not everyone's like a different religion. We're all basically Christians or Catholics, or I don't know the difference at this point. But yeah, they brought in their Christmas decorations. Someone put them up. I didn't. That was the main thing they. That's the only thing they would actually do is the decorations, and that's it. I think it was just because they were having fun doing it, and that's it. And they wouldn't like clean or stock because I guess they found that boring. Somehow a 30 middle-aged woman didn't want to do her work. I am not shocked. So I'm like, okay, this decoration's nice. We have like a tree. We have a smaller tree on the little table where we keep all the shooters before I move the shooters. We had utensils. We have like some ribbons or wrappings. You know, just little decorations here and there. And Christmas passes by, and it keeps passing by. I mean, it's months now. It's like almost Valentine. It's actually no, it's close to Easter. And I'm having my own problems, my own mental problems, and sometimes I disassociate, so I don't understand my surroundings all the time. And it just finally hit me, like near to Easter. Hey, all the Christmas decorations are still up. Why do we still have them up? So at first I messaged my boss, or not my boss, my manager. I have like three people who own the store, and then like one manager. I'm texting him. He's texting the girl. Never got a response about that. I waited a couple more weeks and I realized the Christmas decorations are still up. And all I think is, okay, let me put them all down. So I got a couple of the storage units. Or like, yeah, I guess that's the best way, like Tupperware. Put them in there. Uh, put the, I put everything in separately, so I make sure to put it in gently so the person coming back to get them won't be like, so they won't get mad at me for like breaking anything, of course. The only thing I didn't put away is the big tree. The big tree didn't have a box. They probably brought the box back home with them, so I had to let the big tree out. The ornaments were gone though, so it was just the tree. I'm texting my boss and hey, I'm telling him, hey, I put down everything down because it's Easter or it's past Easter at this point. Jesus Christ, the birthday already passed and his coming already passed. Just remember that. And I'm texting him. He's like, yeah, I'll text him back. And later on, another month passed, and I still see that tree up. And it's still up there. And I guess like another week passes by, and I finally see the tree gone. I don't know who it was, but someone must have came by and just finally took it down. Or I guess the person who owned the tree. I'm pretty sure they still left all their um like ornaments and utensil and whatnot in the back bathrooms. The back rooms and the bathroom are both the same because it was a really small store. I guess that's one plus about the store. We actually had a bathroom. If you ever go like shopping, you go into those like little stores, and it's like, hey, I need to go use the bathroom. They don't have one. Instead, they would tell you to go to like a chain store or like a fast food joint. I think that's like a big problem about like supporting your locals. Maybe I'll make that about a video about like smaller stores and like how why it's so difficult to support them. And like, because I worked at one and I get people who would be coming in like, hey, I want to support you, but you didn't have my theme. I'll probably talk more about that with my customers. Uh, so the other problem with my coworkers is during summertime, I'm finally out of school. Like, I mean, fully out. I'm a senior coming out, and it's now summertime. I want all the hours I can possibly get. I'm the best employee there is right now. I don't mean that as a joke. I mean, when I left, the store closed down. I think I made sure to say that last video, but I want to make sure everyone here who is listening to this also knows that again. Is that when I left, this store closed down because all the regulars would just want to see me because they know I dealt with them pretty well. And I'm the guy who also got the most tips. I got a couple gifts actually. I'll probably talk about the weirdest gift I got from a customer. Uh, Man, I'm really talking about the next video I'll probably be making. But during the summertime, I have all the hours. I don't want any of my last hours to change. And then the two twins, who are both like 17 now, okay, they're both like almost two adults. They took my hours. And not just them, the middle-aged woman also took my hours without telling me till last minute. And just put in perspective, I am asthmatic and I have problems walking around. This is the only job I can really do well, and I'm still doing better than most of them. They're perfectly healthy in every which way. The twins are working as well as the lifeguards during the summer, and the middle-aged women's working out like a McDonald's. So they clearly don't need my hours to be stolen. They stole my hours without telling me till later on. So I'm coming back, or I'm in the group chat actually because we had to make one for our meetings. Yeah, yeah, this little shop had meetings for some reason. I don't know why. And I noticed the middle-aged woman texted me. She's the person who's in control of the schedule. I don't know why it just wasn't my manager or it's the owner of the place. I don't know why she's in control. So she telling me, hey, change your Fridays. They're now my Fridays. And change your Saturdays. Saturdays are the longest days. And to some people, that might sound bad. Like, oh, I don't want to be on the Saturday schedule. I I stay up late, so it doesn't matter. I think Saturdays they start around 1 all the way to 9. It's a pretty good day 'cause you get a lot of hours in, so you don't always have to come back in, and that was the most hours you can do. It was the main ones you can also do was like 3 through 9, I believe. And with summer, it also added like an extra hour than during the other seasons because it was usually 3 through 8. Now it's like 3 through 9. It's even better. Now I get an extra hour of work, get a little bit more money. If you couldn't tell, I'm a workaholic. And then some days it was like 5, or not that, 2 through 7. I don't think that one changed at all. But I didn't have Sundays. It was like, so this is how it was. It was one of the twins. I could probably, no, I won't use her actual name. Let's call her Jenny. Yeah, Jenny. Jenny is like Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays because she also stole my Friday. And then it's me Tuesday, Thursday, and then once in a while it will maybe be a Saturday. And then Sunday is the other twin. Let's call her Sophie. Sophie is only on Sundays. Only on Sundays. And this was going on for so long. And I've been just like, I pray, I've been praying. I'm not even religious. That she would just stop. Not get fired, although she was horrible at her job. Not get fired, just quit the job and get somewhere else. And she did. She worked as a lifeguard. So go quit the job at here. You don't need to work here. It's not much money either. You probably get more money as a lifeguard, and all you do as a lifeguard is sit there. Because most of the people are not going to drown at this little public pool. And it's like, you could have given me your Sundays, or you could give your other, or you could have give Jenny your Sundays, so she didn't have to complain too much. So, by the way, it used to be, without the summer hours, it was me on Mondays, me on Wednesdays, and then also on Fridays, and sometimes on Saturdays. It was like a bi-weekly schedule, by the way, or bi-weekly pay. So we had 2 weeks to like disorient or organize who gets what days. And I immediately complain about this. I'm like, hey, you took a lot of my hours. I was actually gonna get some more, like you said, because she actually said, hey, I'll give you my Fridays, my other Friday, because I only worked out one Friday during like winter, spring, and fall. I said, no, give me both of them. Instead, she took mainly all my hours, and I immediately made sure, hey, stop doing that. Give me them all back. I think, was it like June then July? Yeah, because July 4th. Uh, June, kind of weak ass schedule. I got back some of my hours, not all of them. July, I fought hard. Never have I fought harder, I guess. And I sort of told the middle-aged woman who doesn't run the store, but just kind of does. I don't know why. I don't know what with some of these people. I brought up my aunt last time. She was trying to run the store as well. Now this girl, who's just like a cashier like me, who can't even do her job, is trying to run the store, steal my hours, and for some reason have the power to change the schedule. I have no idea what's going on here. Next in July, I basically got a lot more of my hours back, and I made sure to fight for a couple more extra hours. I think it was like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and I think I only got one Saturday. I might also have Monday, but yeah, I fought for that for a while. And one more thing before I end off this video, I think I brought this up earlier, but I was the only person who was working at the store who got a raise. Everyone had $8 an hour type of payment. It's like bare minimum salary or whatnot. It's not much. Damn, I just banged my desk. It's not much, but it's good enough for me, and it's good enough for what I'm dealing with right now. I'm having like problems breathing, where it's getting close to where I am very close to asthma attack all the time. I'm talking to my boss, and don't call this nepotism, because I've already been telling you how much I've been basically the best employee here. I brought in the regulars, I cleaned everything, I stocked everything, I did it correctly, I counted the month right. If you want to know more about all that, watch the last video. But just know, I'm the best employee by a landslide. Everyone comes in just to see me. And I'm the only guy who got a raise. Now, the owner of this place is my uncle, John. Let's call him that. Yeah, let's call him John. My uncle was like, I don't really want to give you a raise because it might make other people ask for a raise. It's like, yeah, say no to them then. because they don't deserve one like me. I I think I deserve a raise because like I clearly done a lot for the store. If not, you should at least pay me back for the Clorox wipes I had to brought from home to this place because I had to brought my own just to clean this place up. And he said, okay. I talked with the manager and I talked and I decided it's gonna be like 25 cents. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, bitch, 25 cents? Some of you may complain about like, come on man, that's a lot of money. I wanted more, okay? I'm a little greedy like that. I wanted a little bit more money. I was thinking 50 cents at minimum. I was thinking a bit more like close to like $1 at least. Because I've been doing so much when I should have been just relaxing. Like really relaxing. So 25 cents, and instead of like adding that to my raise, cause we already knew each other. He's basically my uncle. He's dating my aunt. He instead said, I counted up how your hours would be for the summertime. It would come out to being like $50 extra dollars or $46 extra dollars. So I'm just gonna give you 50 right now. And that's what I'm gonna do instead of like giving anyone a raise. So he doesn't have to give anyone else a raise. He's just gonna give me $50 and that would be my raise. And I took it, of course, because I wanted the money. I'm not gonna say no to that. It's money. It's the money I deserved, and I took it. It just, I do know, he did tell me not to tell anyone, except this one time when I'm telling you in the story. But just know, you all don't know my uncle, so that's it. It's kind of illegal because it's underhanded, but who really cares at this point? The store's closed down. I'm saying this video is getting kind of long. Thank you if you're still listening to the video. I doubt anyone watches it. You probably listen to it in the background, and I don't mind. You can of course do that. I hope you have a good day, and I plan to make the next video probably about the customers.